Hello YouTube, this is Frugal and this is the Frooglesim news for today, Sunday, November the 12th. First up, DCS news, and in particular DCS Straits of Hormuz. Eagle Dynamics this week showed off more of their upcoming Straits of Hormuz map. Now this is going to be the map where the bulk of the FA-18 missions are based when that releases. It represents a choke point between the Persian Gulf and the rest of the world, and the map's going to cover 90,000 square nautical miles and be a part of DCS World 2.5. It features accurate air bases in Iran, the United Arab Emirates and Oman, and includes detailed renditions of Dubai and Bandar Abbas, as well as stronghold islands of Abu Musa and Greater Tum. It also includes Iran, the United Arab Emirates and Oman, and to the list of the DCS world nations within the sim. Still no idea of a release date or a price yet, but I suspect it's going to be closely linked to the release of the upcoming FA-18 from Belsimtech for DCS World. For more information and to join the discussion, check out the trailer video that you've been watching right now, linked in the show notes below. Next up, a ton of X-Plane news. First, UK 2000's Prestwick for X-Plane. UK 2000 this week added Prestwick in Scotland to their growing list of FSX and prepared scenery conversions for X-Plane 11. They've added in light spills for X-Plane 11. The scenery features accurate and highly detailed buildings across the entire airport, realistic ground markings and great performance. Now Gary says on Facebook that it includes all the assets from the FSX and prepared versions of Prestwick. The product page itself, however, mentions that airliner and GA static aircraft are not included, nor are 3D approach lights. Instead, the scenery uses the built-in lighting systems in X-Plane, nor is animated traffic. Again, I think they're relying on X-Plane's built-in support for ground traffic in and around airports. The price for UK 2000's Prestwick is £16.99. It's available for X-Plane 10 and 11, and a free demo is going to be made available soon as well. Check out UK 2000's Facebook page, linked in the show notes below. Sticking with X-Plane and news of Ayers Rock from Rim & Company. The video, as is often the case with X-Plane promos, is from my good friend Thomas Rasmussen. Do check it out, and his channel, linked in the show notes below. And thanks Thomas for letting me use this. Ayers Rock is an accurate rendition of Ayers Rock Connellan Airport in Australia. It features 20,000 square kilometres of scenery covering the outback around the airport itself, as well as the nearby village of Ulara. Naturally, Ayers Rock itself is also included and modelled in exacting detail. The airport features more than 200 hand-built aircraft buildings, vehicles and other ground clutter, and features a mix of 2K and 4K textures throughout. 9 static aircraft unique to the airport in the real world are also included, and it even includes animated ground staff and passengers, which is kind of cool. The price for Ayers Rock from Rim & Co is just $19.95. There's more information about it available at the xplane.org store, linked in the show notes below. Sticking again with X-Plane and news of Custer Airfield for X-Plane. The video is from Ved Merchant's YouTube channel. It is linked in the show notes below. Do take a look at Ved Merchant's YouTube channel and throw the guy a few thousand likes as a thank you for this. First up, Cameron from X-Aviation took to the forums this week to announce a new scenery series that they are calling The Gate to the Great Lakes. The first package in that series is this one, which is Custer Airfield from Attitude Simulations. It covers Custer Airfield and the nearby town of Monroe, Michigan, 20 miles south of Detroit. It features custom hand-painted ground textures with specular maps, as well as 64 square miles of custom ortho imagery. It includes realistic foliage for the region, as well as key VFR landmarks, including the nearby Fermi 2 nuclear plant with its own custom helipad. It also includes animated windsocks, custom and accurate static aircraft at the airfield, as well as custom edited roads and power lines for the area. The plan was for this to release this weekend, but at the time I recorded this, it hadn't yet, so no idea of a price at this stage. From the announcement feature list, it would appear to be X-Plane 11 only as well. You can read that announcement at the forums.xpilot.com link in the show notes below. Final news this week is actually the one story I have for FSX and Prepared, and that's the Coronado P-42 Cheyenne 3. Coronado's latest release for FSX and Prepared is the P-42 Cheyenne 3. The Cheyenne 3 is a twin turboprop from Piper, powered by Pratt & Whitney Canada PT6A41 engines. In the real world, it carries up to 9 passengers or cargo with a top speed of 314 knots and a range of 2,200 nautical miles. Coronado's version includes support for either the Reality XP GNS or the Flight 1 GTN systems. It models full cold and dark start and also models the overtorque on the aircraft. The aircraft, other than that, features 4K textures, an accurate sound set recorded from the real aircraft, and a customizable panel, as always with Coronado aircraft, for tweaking the aircraft to suit your own sim and your hardware. It ships with the usual array of Coronado PDFs covering checklists, performance and non-normals, as well as PDFs for the built-in GPS and its custom weather radar. The price for Coronado's P-42 Cheyenne 3 is $39.95. It's available right now for all versions of FSX and prepared versions 3 and version 4. That's it for this week's news show. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. If I did miss something, do leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'll take a look to see if I should include it in next week's show. Until then though, my name is Frugal and I will see you all very soon.